are at our Tampines Hub this Sunday evening for the Singapore Premier League match between Geylang International and Hougang United. Well, this is one of two games this Sunday, match week 10. Already wins this weekend for Balestier Khalsa. They beat Young Lions 3-1. PG Tampines Rovers edging out Albrechts Negata 2-1 yesterday. We've also got Lion City Sailors against Tanjung Pagar United at the same time tonight at Jalan Besar Stadium. We'll keep you posted of what is going on over there. So this is how things look in the SPL table. A chance here for Geylang International to perhaps close the gap with Albrechts Negata in third place. If they do win tonight, they'll be 3 points behind Albrechts. An opportunity here, of course, for Hougang as well to leapfrog Balestier Khalsa and be within a point of their opponents this evening. So as always, we do love to get the thoughts of the head coaches ahead of kickoff. We start first with Noor Ali of Geylang International.
Hi coach, you come into this against Hougang looking for your 5th win of the season. How are we feeling ahead of tonight?
I think the boys did well last game. Even there was a lot of things that happened before the Tanjung Pagar game. But I just want a bit more consistency from the boys. I know I've said this. It's not easy, especially you got to keep on changing the lineup every single game. And today again, Nazrul is suspended, and then you're gonna have a makeshift defense again. But I've spoken to the team. I think we need to be a bit more consistent, and we need to create enough chances. Because the idea is about scoring goals to win games. Yeah.
Off the back of your 3-1 win over Tanjung Pagar, what are you hoping to build on here?
I think we look much better in the second half, created more chances in the second half. That's something that I want to see from the team, And I think the last few games is that we create chances, but I think what's important is to convert, because you cannot be defending the whole 90 minutes and you're putting the team under pressure. So I think the striking lineup tonight have to be at their best to kill off the chances. Yeah.
A 3-0 loss the last time you took on the Cheetahs in the Singapore Cup. Much has changed since then, but what will be key in you getting a result tonight?
I mean, definitely we have to be defensively compact in terms of defending, because they have very good 1v1 players, like Blanco, Farhan, and even the new foreigners that scored against Albrechts the last game. I think they have good quality in terms of attacking 1v1 with some of the Thai players even, and I think some of the foreigners are quite good, So I think that's something that we need to manage. But again, I go back to this again, It's at the end of the day, it's about, getting the quick goal, and then managing the game throughout the whole 90 minutes, I think, and stay disciplined in terms of that. So I think that's very, very important.
Hi coach, a test in the form of Geylang International stands in your way tonight. Thoughts ahead of this?
There will always be a test. Every game is a test, but we have our game plan, so we want to give it all, and then let's see how it goes.
It has been a pretty underwhelming season for Hougang so far. 6 losses and just the 3 wins. What will be key for you to turn things around and get more points on the board?
Honestly, we started a little bit bad on the league, and then we moved on to collect some points from the cup. We changed a lot of things, and everything is moving in the right direction. We are going to build on the second half of the last game against Albrechts. We've done very good, and this is good things to build on, and I'm sure we can collect the 3 points today.
And starting lineup-wise, any major changes?
No, it's going to be the same like the second half.
So both coaches there talking about the second half being far better for their respective teams. Now we talk about the previous match, and Geylang International were up against Tanjung Pagar. A match, I think it's fair to say that most thought that they would be favourites to win, and they certainly did show that. I thought they were a far better unit overall. Actually, in the first half, where they had a lot of the ball and they caused problems. They had a 1-0 lead through Roya Taniguchi in the 11th minute. And then it was actually, I thought, a better Tanjung Pagar performance in the second half. They got a couple goals. They also had their goalkeeper sent off, which we'll talk about later. They did get a couple of goals there, but yeah, I think perhaps the intent might have been better for Geylang International in that second half overall. They had to shuffle things around a little bit as well. As for their opponents, Hougang certainly were better in the second half. There's no doubt about that against Albrechts Niigata. They lost 2-1 on the night, but when they brought on Blasco and Sotirio, those are the guys who as well got on the score sheet, that certainly did help turn things around. Well, we shall see. Or rather, it was Sotirio who got the goal, but Blasco played quite the role. He played a kind of a bit more withdrawn role in midfield, given a bit more control. Yeah, it was interesting to see. So yeah, we will see now if they can both put on what they felt was a better second half performance from the get-go. Karol Amri there is our referee. Manoj Kalwani and Lim Si Seng are supporting him. Clarence Liao is the fourth official. VAR today being presided over by Hilmi Fuad and Olsen Fu. There's Josh Pereira on your left. Ryan Sanizar on the right there for Hougang United. All good spirits at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way. Expecting a good contest. These are two sides that do like to play their football. It's not going to be hoofing it and hoping for the best. As we look at the lineup, starting with the home side tonight, Geylang International. 4-2-3-1. We're going with Rudy Khairullah comes back into the side. The thing is, Noah Ali's been kind of alternating his goalkeepers. Yuka Nishima has made the choice easy for him today because he got sent off towards the end of that last match for handling the ball outside the area. Nazrul Nazari is suspended, so Rudy, as I said, comes in, and Amy Reka is in for Nazrul Nazari, who played inside forward on the right the other day. That should be a straight swap there. Noah Ali says we can't be defending. He's a guy who likes to play on the front foot. Very positive with the kind of football he wants to see from his side. So for Albrechts Niigata, it's Akbar Nawas and Walid Lunis. We're still not entirely sure what exactly the coaching setup is at the moment. Walid Lunis is fronting up there and he'll be in the technical area, but they're going with a 4-3-3 and two changes from the side that lost 2-1 to Albrechts. They said a lot about the second half. They were a far better side, and they're going to go with the lineup they pretty much had in that second half. We had the Thai fullback Parinya taken off, what, around the half-hour mark, and that meant Yuma Suwa moving into that sort of position from midfield, the right fullback role. Saharat also makes way, so Blasco and Sotirio are starting. I mean, Setawut will not play in the number 9 role. He should be on the left-hand side of attack. Sotirio will be the one leading the line, number 9 in this case. And Farhan Zulkifli on that right-hand side. Of course, he can flip anywhere, really.
And the countdown begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it is Geylang International who start us off here. So Josh Pereira into that, still that right back with Nazrul Nazari not there. Remember, they kind of swapped that around a little bit last week. Already on the attack there, Setawut. So it looks like he is indeed going to be on this left-hand side of attack, as we thought. Ayovi just catching himself there. Right, Sun is out. Going forward, here's Setterwood. Josh Pereira is strong. Very versatile player, Josh Pereira, and they'll be looking at, can play centre back, full back, central midfield. As many of our SPL pundits have been saying, that just makes him an invaluable player for any coach, and certainly one for Gavin Lee as well to have in his thoughts, you'd think, with the Asian Cup now less than a year away. Shake pumps that forward. Right, Sun is out. Clears it. It's Yokoyama. Yuma Suwa there, who's going to be playing in that right back role today. Little nudge there on Roya Taniguchi. Good pressing to win the ball back from Blasco. There's Setterwood. Saifullah. Oh, that's loosely given away. And a bit of a speculative attempt there from Shuhei Oshino. Not being prolific for his new club this season, but holds the ball up so well. Links play as well, brilliantly. Takes a bit of a pot shot there. Sarfan with a kick forward. Upended there, Blasco gets up quickly. Now Sotirio passes the ball to Blasco. Easy take. Anyway, that was offside. Gone out of play there on that left-hand side. Ryo Taniguchi is going to be a key man. There he is. Here's Yokoyama. Getting in each other's way now. Farhan Zulkifli, I thought he was a bit quiet actually in that last game against Albirex. As the player gets busy, he likes to be on the ball. Wasn't getting enough of it, I felt. They're getting pressed here. Ryan Sanizal, and under pressure there from Shuhei Oshino, puts it out of play. That's good work from Geylang International. Pereira swung in. Rajnatovic keeping the ball well at the moment. Geylang International. Ogawa there. We have an early goal in the other game. Bart Ramsala in the 5th minute, giving Lion City Sailors 1-0 lead. Remember, they are without their head coach Alexander Rankovic, and in the first 2 games they have since his departure as the bottom 2 teams. Last week, just a 2-0 against Young Lions, and I'm sure there was a bit of a listless performance in the second half in particular. I'm sure they want to make a bit more of a statement today, so they've got that early goal there. Let's set them on their way, perhaps. Farhal. A little too straight. And Rudy Karula is there to clear the danger. Here's Jordan Vestering. A little bit of hesitation. Here's Blasco, it's going to go for goal. No real power on that. The Spaniard. He had time, didn't he? Didn't really connect with it, I'm sure, the way he wanted. Shakir. Just showing a little too much of the ball, Ogawa. Blasco. Up towards Sotirio's waiting. Ryan Sanizal. Blasco's been busy in that midfield area. Tricks and flicks. Kind of likes all that. Talking of which, we haven't mentioned Vincent Bezcourt until now. But he might be on the ball shortly. Yeshua Yoshino's stolen the ball. Oh, now. Where was that? That's probably outside the area. Amy Reka had been also fairly quiet in his early minutes, but he's taken out. He's well inside the box there, but I think the foul was outside, and we'll have confirmation of that. Here we go. I think his right foot was just before the line. If it was on the line, then we'd be having a different kind of conversation. He's still clutching his... You don't want to lose Amy Reka. Doesn't look great, does he? And the other problem that they have, Geylang International, they are pretty short in terms of forward or attacking options. Have another look here. Yeah, there's the foul. Catching him on the ankle. That's a very clumsy challenge. And that's going to need a fair bit of spray, I think. There's definitely not going to be a penalty, we can tell you that. Seems quite calm on that side for now. Good news is Amy Reka seems to be okay. Now this is tailor-made for a man we've barely mentioned so far, Vincent Bezcourt. But is it going to be Sharan Sulaiman? I think it will be. Seemed a little bit of a half-hearted shot, given what was going on just in front. And it took a deflection, as we can now see. Vestering gives it away. Ignatovic. Coolly done by Geylang International. Lovely bit of work from Ogawa. Passing the ball around nicely at the moment, Geylang. Oh, that header just over. Ryan Sanizal and Ayovi at the back for Hougang. Back with Hougang now. Here comes Blasco. There's Saifullah. Ransan is out. He feels there was a foul on him. He's got to play on here. Nothing really that untoward, was it? Looking to clear their lines. Not the best, but it'll do. Setterwood. On this right-hand side, Farhan Zulkifli. Looking to just slip that through. Decent build-up here. Oh, that just flies over. Not a bad way to work yourself towards that goal. First kind of opportunity, really, for Setterwood and Hougang. First real sight of goal. It's kind of lacking in intensity at the moment, this one. Not been played at a terrific pace. Now through here. Wow, fantastic challenge to win that back. Now Shadan Suleiman waiting. Taking their time here with this corner. No rush, there's a lot of time left in this match, of course, only 15 minutes on the clock. Natovic, Shakir, Shuhei Oshino are the likely candidates. A few more attempts will just light this match up a bit. Ball put in as a cross, bit awkward, but it is out for a corner. supporters trying to get behind the team. I think those are Hougang fans. Playing this half of the pitch for the moment. That's good news as far as Hougang are concerned. But it all is a little bit walking pace currently. Peters out quickly, offside. Sarfran waiting to take this goal kick. Now pop forward. There's Blasco. Farhan Zulkifli slips it through. It's a quick ball forward. Was there a foul though? He was stretching out for that. Soterio, brave keeping from Rudy Khaila. And I just wonder whether he caught the keeper with that shot. I think it's more the other way around rather than the keeper fouling him. Soterio looking on a little bit concerned. The contact that was made. This may not be easy to look at. Here's that work again. Oh, he actually just mishandled that, didn't he? He's receiving a fair bit of treatment here. This is a little bit concerning, to be honest. Remember the other day when Geylang were playing, they had to sit there and watch Aaron Evans of Tanjung Pagar get extensive treatment. That took a long time, and he was in bad shape. Vansor Besko kind of fell on him as he made a volley. So you kind of do sympathize with that. Thankfully, she's seems to be okay. Got another goal for you, by the way, in the other game. Give it the goal score. There you go. Anderson Lopez, 2-0. 19 minutes, and that one against Tanjung Pagar, coming out with intent today. Well, listen, this would have been quite worrying as far as Geylang International are concerned, because that would have been their two senior goalkeepers out. They would have had to rely on Anik Martin, who's just 18 years of age. Couldn't quite see. Well, maybe we'll show you what happened there in the build-up to that. Here we go. So the ball comes across here from Saifullah. Oh, that looked like a boot to the face from Soterio. That's a decent ball up, and Ayovi has defended that pretty well and then gets fouled. Amy Reka says, I didn't touch him. Was there any contact? So, Yeah, slightly better start, we must say, from slightly better little period there for Hougang United. Forward by Ryan Sanizal. Shaki Hamza. Here's Nikola Ignjatovic. Now, Vincent Besco, who's been pretty quiet overall. Yokoyama. Just being forced back here a little bit, Geylang. Josh Pereira. Sharon Sulaiman. A bit too much on there, is there? And that roll out of play. We've really seen any massive saves yet. Ayovi launches forward, looking for Farhan. Really is, I know I've said it a couple of times, just seems to be just lacking a little bit of intensity at the moment. Pace of the game is, tempo is quite slow. That's gone out of play, just to kind of reiterate the point. I think Geylang have been a bit better with the press. One possession off it a few times already. Got to be careful here. Ignjatovic. Ball comes in on the volley. Oh, that's not a bad attempt at all. From outside the area, from Blasco. Rudy Hurler makes the save in the end. It didn't look like it was anything that was going to trouble him. And he's given Hougang a corner here. From a standing position as well. It's good technique from the Spaniard. We're talking about keepers having to make saves. There was one. And the resulting corner, could it be a problem here? Plenty of air on that one. Ayovi looking for the flick from Sotirio. He was a bit too close to the goal to direct it on target. That's a tricky one. I couldn't quite glance it the way he would have wanted, Sotirio. Josh Pereira looking to redeem himself there, and he's kind of got away with that. Shadan looking to find Taniguchi. Yeah, you haven't seen much of him either. And he's quite often got a bit of a license to roam around. Festering, now Blasco. Farhan showed a bit too much of the ball. Well, that hugely cynical and a yellow card for Farhan Zulkifli. I'm not sure he can have any cause to say to the referee, please don't book me. Not sure what he thought was going to happen there. That they were stuck for nearly 3 hours in traffic last week, Geylang International, before they could get to their match against Tanjung Pagar United at Jurong East Stadium. The game was slightly delayed. About 15 minutes. They arrived just 10 minutes before kickoff, but it didn't slow them down. They only scored 8 goals before that game. Now up to 11, but they want to add to that because they were the high-scoring team last year. Of course, helped by Tomoyuki Doi. It was absolutely fantastic for them. Stopping a 3-match losing streak. John Vestering. That just kind of bobbled off the shin of Setawut. Oh, he's held up the ball well there. Shue Oshino, Ryan Sanizal saying, what have I done wrong? Oh, he's being held on to, that's what's wrong. Put your arms on a player, you're going to probably get that. Yeah, and I think as well, part of the reason why I think Nur Ali has said that Geylang struggled in the first half of that previous game is because of the first 15-20 minutes, they didn't have any proper warm-up. I got to say, it's still kind of, it's still kind of got a similar feel here. Roy Taniguchi had said it was hard for them because of being on that bus, and they were a little bit tired. And yeah, I think they did become a lot better after that sluggish start. Ayovi. Vance van Beskel was delighted with his team. So it was an eventful night. Had to get there, change straight away into their jerseys, pretty much 5-10 minute warm-up and then kick off. But he said he was very happy, credit to the team for keeping focus. And they had a bit of drama there towards the end. Yuka Noshima sent off, as I mentioned earlier, in the 84th minute. Handling in the air, outside the area. That's good work from Ryan Sanizal. Falls to Jordan Vestering on his left-hand side. Good ball through. And it didn't just run away from Soterio. It doesn't matter because the flag has gone up for offside. have a look. Yeah, very clearly offside for Sotirio. Didn't get a touch on the ball anyway. To try and prod home. 3 times the number of offsides so far, Hougang. Yeah, after the sending off of Yuka Nishima, it was Rudy Hairula who had to step in, and there was a penalty, which is probably quite annoying that they conceded right at the end. Stoppage time. Josh Pereira fouling Sahil Suhaimi. Fans trying to raise the tempo here, understandably so. Vassal Besco, he was just angling to take the shot. Blasco. There's a foul by Setterwood. Someone doesn't sound very happy. By the way, just something to tell you about in the Tanjong Pagar Lion City Sailors game, that Shota Nishikawa was also sent off, which is not going to help them at all. 10 men against LCS, that's worrying. That's a shot from Emi Reka. Sotirio gets a touch on. Now Saifullah. He's waiting for the fullback Yuma. Nice ball dicked over. Sotirio. Poor control, and really, Rudy Hairula, I think he was just taken by surprise because it looked to be a comfortable position for him, and it's gone out for a corner. That was certainly onside. Sotirio, I think, needed better control, didn't he? It was a heavy touch off him, and Rudy Hairula. He gets a hand on it, but there was no real danger, it would appear. Oh, another chance. Farhan having a go. Just dipping. Ten minutes till half-time. 0-0 between Geylang International and Hougang United. Josh Pereira. Nicely spread by Sharan Sulaiman. Vassal Bescourt was waiting. There's Imi Reka's come over to that left-hand side. That's a great turn from Farhan. Fantastic work from him. No foul given. He got it out away to Sotirio there. That's a great bit of skill there from Farhan Zulkifli. Blasco out wide to Setterwood. Oh, he's done well here, Setterwood. Jordan Vestring with the cross. We've got a man down in Farhan. Pointing to his face. Is that Shaki Hamza? There you go. Lovely little pirouette. That's what Farhan can do. Didn't look like anything done deliberately by Shaki. Well, Walid Lewis should be relatively happy with things. They're playing away from home. They're the side lower than their opponents, and they're holding their own. Flicked on by Ayovi. Sotirio with a bit of a high boot. Pesco looking to put a bit of pressure on. Touch on from Setterwood. Ignatovic goes forward. Ogawa. That's up to Imi Reka. As I said, he's swapped with Taniguchi now. Been a game of a few chances really overall. Ayovi cuts out that ball. It's a teasing ball from Ogawa. Ayovi is there, but it falls to Vassal Bescourt. That's a better ball. Teasing one of a different sort of nature with pace on it. Ryan Sanizal puts it out for a corner with 5 minutes to go before the break. Should be another corner, shouldn't it? Well, that's what all the Geylang players are saying. They can't really believe it. a little bit surprising. Well, let's have another look here. Yeah, that certainly looked like that came off Yuma Sua. Anyway, that's the decision made. Here we go with Blasco. Wood. Blasco is still down. Takes a shot. Comes off of Vestering. He's clutching his neck at the moment. He runs into Josh Pereira. There's Akbar Nawas. Doesn't look too happy with that, does he? There should be a foul. There's Huzaifa now with the throw. Ryan Sani's out. Back to Huzaifa. Vestering there, just getting involved in the corner with Josh Pereira. Maybe a little bit of a push. Vestering, done well there. Huzaifa. Seta Woods. Maybe a pocket of space for him on this left-hand side. And they get a goal before the break. And that kind of fell onto Farhan Zulkifli. Taniguchi. There's a foul on him. That's definitely a foul, isn't it, by Huzaifa. As we enter the final minute of added time, we're being told there's going to be another 5 minutes added on. Trying to figure out where all that went. Well, we did have a bit of a stoppage for Rudi Harula. There's Shadan, out to Emi Reka. Ogawa. Confirmation of the 5 minutes we're going to have. Opportunity here. Oh, that's a really good challenge by Josh Pereira on Blasco. Masu was done well. Sotirio maybe having to drop back a bit to get a bit more of the ball. I wonder whether he's also, perhaps for the moment, also swapped with Farhan for the moment. Yuma, good run. Out wide to Setterwood. Got Jordan Vestring making a run himself. And Jatovic is in the way. Is that a high boot? Oh, I think the flag had gone up anyway. Fans clearly enjoying themselves. Someone as key as Farhan is now back on that right-hand side, just needs to be on the ball a little bit more. He's kind of trying to make things happen at the moment. Ayovi probably gets a foul there. Ball is buried, but Whistler definitely gone. Shioshino not too impressed. Ball dicked over. I'm actually not sure what he did wrong there, to be honest with you, and it's didn't really look like much of a foul, I have to say. Vestering. Now they come forward. Last chance for this half, perhaps. Taniguchi. He's asking for the foul. He gets one on the edge of the area. Yeah, that's certainly a foul, isn't it, Huzaifa? Reckless right before the end of the first half. The last action, it would appear. Someone's excited. It could be Shanan Sulaiman to take it. Well, the fans, some of the fans, certainly not happy with the decision. Looks pretty central. So it's Roya Taniguchi standing over them, over the ball. Taniguchi! Oh, off the crossbar. He has another go of it. Doesn't do anywhere near as well. That probably the best chance for Geylang International right before the break. That could have changed the complexion of this match, but it wasn't to be. Taniguchi almost scoring a bit of a stunner there, which we know he's very capable of doing. But it has been a game so far that is just a bit of short on quality at the moment and intensity. Hopefully that changes in the second half. But for now, at the break, here at our Tampines Hub, it's Geylang International 0, Hougang United 0. Welcome back to our Tampines Hub. And this is our Singapore Premier League match between Geylang International and Hougang United. No goals so far in this one as we look at the highlights, and very few opportunities, frankly. This was the chance that was later offside anyway, but Sotirio there just clashing with the goalkeeper, Rudy Kharula. It was marginal, it was a tough call. And he required a fair bit of treatment at that one. Then we had Blasco from a standing position on the volley. Saved by Rudy Kharula. Seemed to make a bit more of a meal of it than perhaps he needed to. And that was turned away. Up the other end, I mean, this is about almost as good as it got for Geylang International, with a couple of crosses put in there by Bezko. It was headed away by Ryan Sanizal. And yeah, despite probably having a little bit more of the ball, and we'll confirm that with the stats, we had a free kick right at the very end of the first half, and it hits the woodwork from Roya Taniguchi. He tries again, it's completely hashes that one. But this was probably the best chance of the game so far. Zarfan Rohaizad scrambling to get across. And that, I'm afraid, was it. It's kind of summed up this game so far, just before half-time. Could have been a very different story had he got that in. And, well, possession is also 50-50. Those are not particularly high-quality opportunities, apart from that one from Blasco, one from Taniguchi. Otherwise, there's not really been too much to talk about. Reminder, there is another game going on at the moment. That is Lion City Sailors. There's raining goals in there, in stark contrast to our game. 3 goals so far. Pat Ramsala, Anderson Lopez, and an own goal by Kim Lee Kwan. 3-0 at the break, and Shodai Nishikawa sent off after about 15 minutes or so. So they are struggling over there, Tanjong Pagar United. We are struggling for goals here. Hopefully that will change soon. The second half coming up in just a bit. Do stay with us. Second half about to get underway here at our Tampines Hub. This match between Geylang International and Hougang United. No goals to speak of, and we are just awaiting word on whether there will be any changes. Just looking at this side here, the Hougang side doesn't look like there's any change. Lots of discussions on how they should approach things. Arguably looked a little bit more dangerous coming forward. Looks like no subs for both teams, we're just being told. Well, we're hoping that it just gets a little faster paced. Maybe a few more chances. Let's see what happens. Remember, both teams played a far better second half, according to their coaches, in their last match. So perhaps that's what we'll see here. Geylang International have a lot of youngsters on their bench as well. Pretty short on attacking options too. Got one less substitute as well on the bench than their opponents. Let's clear the way, Shake Hamza. Shake. That comes off Ayovi. Huzaifa. Now Saifullah. Saifullah looking for regular time. He was on loan to Geylang International last season and got a pretty good run there for a bit, actually. Yeah, there's a heavy Thai influence now about Hougang United. A number of Thai players in their ranks. Team managers also there. Ayovi with the header towards Emireka. Can make things difficult here for Yuma. Ignatovic. Here's Josh Pereira. Forward by Shake. Nice little touch on. Omogawa. Blasco with a touch. Here's Huzaifa for Hougang United. Farhan Zulkifli. Quite control the ball. Shadan Sulaiman out wide to Josh Pereira. Quicker passing on the ball, Bezkor. Good build up here. Shaki. Now Pereira. Need to bide their time a bit here. Geylang International. Who's asking for the ball. Roya Taniguchi, and Shaki just put a little bit of air into that. Nicely done, Ogawa. Yokoyama. Bezkor couldn't control it. I'm not sure whether he would have been onside. He just took his eyes off the ball there. It was a nice build-up. Just skipped past him, didn't it? It's been a bit better from Geylang International in the second half. Ignatovic. Yeah, they've seen most of the ball in this second 45 so far. Shaki. Shui Hoshino lays it off. Oh, it was a heavy touch on. Hoshino has another go at it. It's a little messy at the back, but they finally clear the ball, Hougang. Coming on strong here, Geylang. Good work there from Bezkor. It was excellent work from the big forward Shui Hoshino just now. We'll probably see that in just a bit because Geylang are on the ball here. Yokoyama. Now Pereira. Not exactly too many darting runs or trying to make something happen here, but they're still on the ball, Geylang International. Shaki up towards Ogawa. Here's Ayobi, who's closed down immediately by Ogawa. Well, again, another good build-up for Geylang International. And yeah, I think they've just had some very good moments. Farhan. They have to try and get some time in the ball here. Blasco, he's something that can make things happen. Shadan gives it away. Sotirio cuts inside. Sotirio still. Oh, and he gets the goal. That is soft. It started with Shadan Sulaiman trying to pass the ball out. I'm not so sure about that celebration, but who cares right now? Hougang have got the lead. 2 goals in as many games for Sotirio. There's Shadan looking to pass that out. It falls kindly, doesn't it? Sotirio's still got a little bit of work to do. Oh, that's Geylang defending. Will not be too happy with that. Ignatovic and then Shakir. And then Josh Pereira. Yeah, that's not a great goal to give away. Nothing wrong with that goal that is given Josh Sotirio. They've been second best in this first few minutes. So they'll be rather annoyed about this, I think. Geylang International. Their heads will be up now. Maybe this goal just desperately needed something, didn't it? That will help things. Zaifa. Shawal Anwar has added another goal for Lion City Sailors. It's a massive rout, 4-0 so far. That's more like it, I'm sure, for Lion City Sailors fans. There is Blasco up to Farhan. Oh, he just got caught there. Shakir, but it has just picked things up, hasn't it? It's helped to really improve the tempo. Ogawa. Now Shake Hamza. This is Amy Reka. And just see what a goal makes such a difference, isn't it now? Soterio for Hougang. They're the ones looking a bit sharp, a bit quicker to everything. And I think all the more frustration because it was Geylang that were dominating proceedings until that goal. And there's a foul. Blasco is brought down. I think Blasco having a little word there with the ref. So he'll get fouled. We saw a lot of that actually in the last game as well. Masua. Farhan takes the initial shot. Here's Blasco. Big deflection, takes all the sting out of it. Mijatovic. Well, it's around this hour mark, of course, that you generally start to see coaches think about changes to make. As I said, it's not like they're blessed with attacking options. Geylang International. That's a big jump there from Ayovi. Here's Saifullah. He's closed down. Now Taniguchi. Still Taniguchi. When's he going to pull the trigger? That's a great goal. Well, both similar goals with ball given away. And both goal scorers just cutting inside, getting past a few players and taking a shot. That lead lasted just a few minutes. Something like 7 minutes for Hougang before Geylang had pulled themselves level. This time it was Saifullah who gave the ball away. It fell kindly again for Ryo Taniguchi. It's a very, very similar goal, isn't it, at the other end? And he squeezed it past Zarfan Rohaizad. Well, 5th goal of the season. He scored, that's 2 goals in 2 games as well for him. Well, this sets us up perfectly for the last half hour or so. And of course, from a neutral point of view, that just sets it up perfectly for us, doesn't it? That's an arm out, first of all, from Sotirio on Pereira. Huzaifa looks up, trying to get that up towards Sotirio. Emireka. Tianaguchi wanted the ball. Oh, no, I think the flag has gone offside. Oh, dear. That was a little bit careless, wasn't it? Might see some changes soon. That's cut out by Ignatovic. Good play out to Taniguchi. Shots taken, and I think that hits Bescourt. Cut inside here, Bescourt. Ayovi gets enough on it. Alphonse Zulkifli. Oh, he just needed one more touch. Josh Pereira's there to sweep it away. Let's see if that's going to have any serious effect for Ignatovic. Taken short. Here's Farhan. Now Huzaifa. Saifullah. Going to get the cross in. They do eventually. Blasco. Have to go all the way back. Just a bit frustrating. Jordan Vestering. That should be an easy take for Rudy Khairullah. Nice take, Farhan. He's been lively in the second half. Setawut. Blasco still looking to take a shot. The shooting so far today hasn't been the best. So Emi Reka is heading off. A wonderfully named Prince Rio. Rifai is coming on, 18-year-old. He's kind of been wincing a little bit as well there. Velasco going to get another change in Shadan Sulaiman. So Shadan is also off. And it's going to be Kim Tae-ho. Well, let's just see what the decision is, because it looks like Kim Tae-ho is going to go into right back, and then Josh Pereira maybe into midfield. We shall see. Yeah, I think that's what it is now. So Joshua Pereira and Kaisei Ogawa, would it be? Because you also see now Yokoyama has gone seemingly into no, so Josh Pereira is still playing it right back. Yeah, so it's left back actually now that Kim Tae-ho is playing, and it means Ogawa and Yokoyama are in midfield. There's Yokoyama. He's done well here. Very well indeed. Kim Tae-ho surging forward, the Korean. Oh, he's done really well. Takes the shot, and that comes off Ryan Sunnysal. Now that has been adjudged to be what, a free kick, a handball. That looked a bit harsh, I have to say. Well, it looks like he's punishing it further for a deliberate handball. Did really well here, actually, Kim Tae-ho. Nice little step over, cuts inside. Yeah, okay, so the arm was raised. Whether that was done on purpose. Oh, that looks harsh, I have to say. As he went down, I thought he was trying to tuck his arm in. But it is a yellow card for Ryan Sunnysal. And remember, the free kick chance that happened right at the end of the first half for Roya Taniguchi. It's in a fairly central area again. Sarfan and Shuhei Yoshino there. Yeah, again, quite central, but he did well the last time, Roya Taniguchi. It's pretty close. Has to get this over and then to dip. Oh, gets that all wrong, Roya Taniguchi. Foul. It just goes down rather. Taniguchi. Fifth goal now, Lion City Sailors on the 70th minute. Bart Ramsala. Touching his head there, Sotirio. That would be one of the better efforts from Blasco. Again, just passes the keeper, yeah, by far his best effort, isn't it? Oh, try to just get back on Akim. Pereira's there again. Ignatovic clears. Bezkos is clutching his face to indicate that he might have been fouled. Jumping up for that ball. Edge of the area, Saifullah. Farhan. Scrambled clear by Bezkor. Bezkor's angry about something or other. Yeah, that wasn't quite what he wanted to do, Saifullah. Then actually did quite well to get it out to Farhan. Well, Blasco is heading off, which I thought was interesting. He's been very lively. And Chon Lawit is coming on. Here's Yuma. Yeah, Chon Lawit, the new man that's come in. He's actually more of a defensive midfielder, the 33-year-old who has played for Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai United. Decent ball in. Played by Farhan, teasing one right across the face of the goal, and Sotirio. Angle not in his favour. Trying to play it first time. Setterwood there with the foul. Yellow card on for him. He's been a bit quieter today, Setterwood. I generally feel like he prefers probably playing through the middle. And he's a former under-23 international for Thailand. Looks like Soteria's being hauled off as well. They're taking off their two foreign attackers, as it were. That's the goal that he scored. So they have to try and manage the minutes. They combined for that goal, didn't they? So we saw him come on the last time as well, the last game. Nabilai Kibuguchi. Well, Vaso Beskor's going off too. So Vaso Beskor is going off for Abudurium Abdushukur, the Norwegian midfielder. That's on the edge of the area. Yellow card for the defender there, Ayovi. It's outside the area, I think. They're going to have a look at that. Yeah, it definitely looks to be outside the area. Taniguchi thinks it should be a penalty, of course. Let's tell you about the players that have just come on. Nabilai Kibunkuchi. Yeah, that's definitely out of the area, isn't it? Kibunkuchi is a Kenyan international. Actually played for the US under-19s as well before, born in the US. Free kick. Playing across here. Good defending on that. Now, could be a problem here. Farhan Zulkifli loves these kind of moments. He's surging forward. Still going. Oh, he's surrounded by players. Done really well. Someone's going to take a shot. Oh, that isn't the best effort, you have to say, from Chonlawit. That's disappointing. It looked a really good moment for Hougang United. All started from this free kick. That's blasted over, and I think, well, they got a goal! Setterwood! The Cobra strikes, it appears. Well, we didn't quite see the build-up to that. Well, I'm sure we will shortly. But all that matters is that he has got the all-important second goal. Ball launched. Oh, that's terrible distribution again from Rudy Kairula. Yuma plays the ball in, and he hits it first time. Actually, that's at the keeper as well. Should he have done better there? Will be the question, I'm sure. It looked like it was straight at him. Fourth goal of the season for Setterwood Wongsai. And well, it's going to be around 10 minutes of play. I'll be disappointed at that one, I'm sure. Well, they'll be really disappointed with themselves, Geylang, if they had broken that losing streak last week, only to go back to losing ways again. Fans certainly in good voice now. Jordan Vestering launches up towards Kibanguchi. They will obviously now look to try and slow things down as much as possible. We're going to throw a few bodies up there, maybe. Taniguchi. It's put out of play by Ayovi. Now, big throw to come from Shaki Hamza. Ayovi, can they get down targets? That's Prince Rio with a very speculative effort. Did fall for him. That's tough, isn't he? He's getting charged down, I think, by Jordan Vestering. Interesting that they took off both Emi Reka, or three experienced players, Emi Reka, Sharon Sulaiman and Venson Besco. A sixth goal, Akram against his old club. What we're hearing is going to be quite a bit of out of time. That might give Geylang a little bit of encouragement for an equaliser. Away by Ryan Sanizal. Kim Tae-ho can't start yet. Shakir was down, but he's okay now. 7-0 now. Leonard T has just scored another. My goodness, I think this is what people thought the score might be last week against Young Lions, so I think certainly made up for it in abundance today. They're looking to get the new man in, I think, by next week. Final few seconds of the 90. Here's Saifullah. He's had a foul by Ignatovic. They want to take this quickly. Well, that was an amusing moment where Ayofi thought that Chonlawit was looking to take it quickly, and he was just having some fun. He reacted quite negatively to that, but Chonlawit was just joking around. He obviously wasn't going to take it quickly because it's in Hougang's obvious interest to delay things. 6 minutes of added time for Geylang to try and get that equaliser. Vestering. Here's Huzaifa. Set up with there. The Thais are certainly looking to enjoy themselves, aren't they? Here's Farhan. Yeah, they were surely trying to manage things and go into the corners and stuff like that. Chonlawit. Huzaifa. Setawut. So far they've been passing around nicely. Chonlawit. This is Jordan Vestering. That's 1 minute down. Good work, Huzaifa. Yuma. Can they keep this in? They should be able to. No, they can't. Doesn't quite hold up for Abdul Shukur. Farhan. Oh, lovely little turn here, Setawut. Just looking to get a touch on there, Kimunguchi. There's a foul on Hoshino. Oh, this missed everyone, isn't it? The flag has gone up for offside. Three minutes to go, minimum. You can bet that, again, they're going to just take their time with this. Yes, that free kick. Oh, that was pretty tight, wasn't it? Crowd cheering away. Got to get the ball up the other end. So going to be that one last chance you often see in added time. Seta Wood, who's got what looks to be the winner, is going to be taken off for a late change here. And the Chinese defender Yang He is coming on. Well, that's a bad challenge. That's a really bad challenge. Yokoyama. I wonder whether that's going to be looked at. Last minute as well. It seems like no further action will be taken. Kibunguchi. Six minutes about to come up here. Well, the ref doesn't need to take any more time on, as you can hear the celebrations from Hougang United. Walid Lunis delighted with the second half performance in that defeat last week to Albirex, but he'll be very happy here with how his team has played overall, I think. Hougang have just shown a little bit more about themselves, haven't they, in recent times? And they'll be really happy to have got those points. They've just had that extra thrust to the side with Blasco. Sotirio now. And it was Seta Wood who got the winner. It ends here at our Tampines Hub. Geylang International 1, Hougang United 2. So let's have a look back at the highlights of this, and it was a good effort there from Blasco. From a standing position, that still ended up being a bit of a problem for the goalkeeper. Then we had a wonderful free kick from Roya Taniguchi that came off the crossbar. Best chance in the first half. Otherwise, a rather forgettable first half, I should say. Into the second half, and a mistake from Shadan Sulaiman. Saw a great individual goal from Joshua Sotirio. A poor pass, really, from Shadan, setting it up. Soft, I think is fair to say. And almost exactly the same kind of goal happened at the other end, with Saifullah giving the ball away and Roya Taniguchi finishing almost identically. just about, what, 6-7 minutes later. And at that point, it was 1-1 and game on. Just looked a bit brighter, didn't they? Hougang United, kind of a half a chance, I think it was best the way you described this one for Sotirio. On the break, this is where they were dangerous, Hougang, and Farhan in these sort of situations just couldn't get the ball away. It was a not great shot by Chon Lawit. Frankly, I think he'll be disappointed by that. After the great work from Farhan, but I think he just got himself into a bit of trouble there. Now this was a poor ball out really from Zarfan, Rudy Harila. And it was a good finish from Setawut. First time. I wonder if he's trying to say he missed a few times and then finally hit the target. So we look at the stats then, and Hougang United edging in possession attempts as well as those on target. They get the most important stat as well at the top of your screen with that 2-1 win. We can tell you it is still, well, it's 7-0. Leonard T, Akram, Ramsala, Shawalanwa, Ramsala with 2 actually, and no goal, Lim Kli Kwan and Lopez. It's a rout over there at the Jalan Besar Stadium. This is how things look. Hougang are just a point behind Geylang International. Very tight in that mid-table area, 4th, 5th and 6th. Albrechts Nagata kind of in their own at 3rd at the moment after that loss yesterday to BG Tampines Rovers. And look at Lion City Sailors, now 7 points clear, though they will have played a game more than BG Tampines Rovers. So those are the results coming up on Friday. Balestier versus Geylang. Saturday sees Young Lions versus Albrechts. Sunday's Lion City Sailors versus BG Tampines Rovers. And on Monday, it's Hougang versus Tanjung Pagar United. A busy few days ahead. So celebrations there for Hougang United and their fans. They are back to winning ways. It ends here. Hougang United 2, Geylang International 1. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you again in a few days' time.